Hi, my name is Ron Wilstein, and I'm a broker at Keller Williams Luxury Properties Worldwide here in Park City, Utah. Thank you for joining me on this update on the ranch place market, and let's hop right into things. I'm going to try to anticipate your questions in this brief presentation, but if I don't, I want you to feel free to send me an email and ask any questions that I don't cover or any follow-up questions that come to mind during the presentation. If you'd like me to give you a call, I'm happy to do so. Just include your phone number and a preferred time for me to call you. All right, let's jump right into it. I want to begin by sharing with you what's been happening in the Park City real estate market overall, and then we'll zero in on the Jeremy Ranch area. There have been 1,358 sales in Park City over the past 12 months. Now, this consists of homes, condominiums, and vacant land. This is all real estate companies combined, and that's up 6% or 77 sales from a year ago. We break it down. This graph will show you this past year from July 2013 to June 2014 with the red bars, and then the blue bars is the 12-month period the year before. Home sales are actually down technically by 1% or 3 sales, dropped from 534 sales in the overall market to 531. Condos, however, you can see are up by 9%, climbing from 561 sales to 610 this past 12-month period. But the lot market has been the strongest segment of the marketplace, climbing 17% in number of sales from 186 sales to 217 during the past 12 months. Now, what's happening in terms of prices? Everybody always wants to know what's happening with property values. When we look at single-family homes, and we're looking at a graph dealing with the median sold price, taking the same time period from July 2013 through June 2014 in red, and then the 12 months before that is in blue. In the Park City limits, you can see that home values have appreciated 17%. The median sold price was $1,115,000. It's climbed to $1,300,000 this past 12-month period. Very good news. In the Snyderville Basin, we see an 8% increase, also good news, from a median sold price of $665,000 to $719,500. When we shift to condominiums, it's a little bit of a mixed message. In the city limits, Park City proper, the median sold price actually went down by 7% from $515,000 to $480,000. In the Snyderville Basin, it rose, however, by 9% from $307,500 to $335,000. Slightly different price point. Marketplace climbed in that $300,000 price range. Single-family lots is our strongest segment of the market currently. In the Park City limits, median price rose by 21% from $550,000 to $665,000. So very positive increase there. Snyderville Basin, a 36% increase from $239,000 to $325,000. Now, what's accounting for a lot of this is our inventory of single-family homes is actually down, one of the lowest levels in the history of Park City real estate. And so a lot of buyers simply aren't finding the homes that they're interested in, and so they're going looking for land, purchase that, and build the home that they want. So that's in turn pushing up the lot market. This graph here kind of shows you the history of the Park City real estate market from the very height of the market, which was in 2005, to this past year. We saw 2,912 sales at the height of the market annually. Again, that's homes, condos, lots. That's all real estate companies combined. And then the air went out of the sale, and it dropped for 4 consecutive years, significantly the number of sales in Park City. In fact, it mathematically is a 77% decline in the number of sales from the height of the market to the lowest part of the market. The good news is you can see from 2010 that the number of sales have increased every year, and it's a very steady increase, which is, of course, a healthier increase. Now let's turn our attention to Jeremy Ranch and see what's been happening there. Home sales in Jeremy Ranch are up 14% over last year's number of sales. The previous year we saw 59 sales, and now this past 12-month period, 67 sales. So more and more people are buying in Jeremy Ranch. That's healthy for that marketplace, up 14%. I want to take a moment to talk about absorption rate. Now, the absorption rate basically is an analysis where you look back 12 months and look at how many homes were selling in, for instance, the Jeremy Ranch area, and calculate the pace of sales. And from that, we make a judgment or evaluation of future rate of sales. So Jeremy Ranch homes have been selling at a pace of one sale every 5 days, which is a very active and very healthy market, and it frankly favors the sellers. That is the lowest. We do these webinars for lots of different neighborhoods, lots of different condominium properties, and that is the lowest one I've ever reported on. One sale every 5 days. Very active, robust marketplace for Jeremy Ranch. There are currently 31 homes on the market in Jeremy Ranch in all price ranges, and this equates to a 6-month inventory. And frankly, the National Association of Realtors reports that in general markets, which are typically big cities, not necessarily Park City or a resort market, a 6-month inventory is a balanced market between buyers and sellers. It's a healthy marketplace. Usually in resort markets like Park City, the 9-month inventory represents a balance. So while we've got 31 properties on the market, we're seeing a sell every 5 days, and it's very, very healthy. Selling prices for homes in Jeremy Ranch have ranged, quite a range, from $325,000 on the low end all the way up to $2,587,000, making the median sold price $710,000. So we're taking the total number of sales, stopping at the middle one, and that's the $710,000 figure. That, by the way, is up 2% over the previous year's values. Previous year there were $697,000 was the median sold value. Now it's up to $710,000. So we're seeing the number of sales being very positive, increasing over the previous year, and prices increasing as well. Lot sales in Jeremy Ranch are up 7% over last year, and this really equates to one more sale, however, mathematically. We had 14 sales the previous year, 15 this last year, and assuming that there's inventory to be purchased, I expect that will continue to increase as well. Lots are selling at a pace of one sale every 24 days. Again, a good figure for land. There are currently 14 lots on the market in Jeremy Ranch, so it equates to 11-month inventory. So they're not going to sell instantly, but it's healthy. And we're in the summer months now, which is, generally speaking, the best time for lot sales because people can get onto the properties. They can walk them more easily than during the snow and see the views. And so we'll probably see some good, healthy activity in these warmer months. Land prices have ranged from $120,000 all the way up to $1,900,000, with the median sold price of $335,000. That is up 103% from the previous year's values. But I want you to realize we're looking at all of the Jeremy Ranch area here, so we're picking up a couple areas outside of the general Jeremy Ranch area that most people think of, which is accounting for the higher price and to some extent the skewed figures. But the math is correct. It is up over the previous year. The median sold price $165,000 in the Jeremy Ranch area, now $335,000. I don't want you to jump to the conclusion if you have a Jeremy Ranch lot that it suddenly has doubled in price, but we can certainly, if you're curious, look at it and tell you realistically exactly where its price is. If you are interested, by the way, in receiving a printout of the homes and the lots that have made up the data on the summary that I presented in this webinar, just send me an email at ron@thewillsteinteam.com. Happy to send that out to you for you to look at. As we wrap up now, I just want to show you quickly how you can get information on the Jeremy Ranch market whenever you wish. We typically do these webinars about every 6 months, but if you're interested in an update more often, it's very, very easy. BuyParkCityRealEstate.com is our website. If you add a /Jeremy Ranch or thewillsteinteam.com /Jeremy Ranch, bookmark that. That will take you to our website and specifically to the page on Jeremy Ranch. I'm just going to show you right now. Here we are on our website. This is the home page. If you use that address with the /Jeremy Ranch, it would take you directly to the page I'm going to take you to. I just decided to go to the home page to show you another way to get there. On the home page, you'll see under the Watch a Webinar button, there's a search pull down called Search by Subdivision. And here we put in a search And if I just go down to the Jeremy Ranch one and click it, it will take me to the Jeremy Ranch page, which is the same as that / Jeremy Ranch. So here we are on the Jeremy Ranch page. I have a little bit of information about Jeremy Ranch and a couple of buttons here. If you want to watch the webinar, which you're watching right now, but the most recent one, you go to that green button. If you want to search homes in Jeremy Ranch, you click that button if you're interested in condos. And if you want to find out what's happening overall in sales, you go to this blue button, send me current sales data for Jeremy Ranch. But let me just scroll down here real quickly. You go a little bit lower, you'll start from high to low prices on properties in this area, but you always have the ability to select a pre-range price, and I'm just going to select $1 million to $1.5 million, and it instantly takes you to that price point. You scroll down, you can see how many properties. There's 8 that make up the list in this price range. So it's a way to zero in a little bit quicker. I'm just going to look at one of them. Here's a property on Daybreaker. Once you click there, it instantly takes you to the property. You have pictures of the property. You can scroll down and get information on it. If you wanted a showing, you could request a showing or print it or add a property to your list of favorites if you were monitoring them on the website. But there's lots of very good information there at your fingertips, and if you have any questions, you can send an inquiry if you want. The other thing I just want to point out to you is some helpful tabs up here in addition to the property details. If I go to, for instance, the bird's eye view, click on that, I get a nice overhead view. And this is helpful. The property we're looking at is right there, and you can see everything around it. You can see the open space terrain here, and this is often helpful. And you can also click on the street view icon, and now you can see the views, and if you want, you can zero in on them. You could look this way if you wanted to and see what's in that direction, or further this way, and you can always zoom in. So the website's very helpful to take you virtually to the property that you may be interested in getting a closer look at. I want to just go back to the Jeremy Ranch page real quickly here and show you one other thing, that at any time you want to know what's happening in the Jeremy Ranch area. If we don't have a recent webinar giving you a summary, just click that blue button, which changes colors when you do, and it takes you to a current sales data request. You simply fill out the fields. It will take you less than 30 seconds. Ask any questions if you want. Hit submit form, and we'll get you that information. No cost, no obligation. Get it as often as you want in order to know what's been happening in the marketplace in general terms. All right, so with that in mind, one last thing, if you happen to be curious specifically about the value of your property, either send me an email or, again, if you happen to be on our website, if you're at the home page, here we are on the home page, just scroll down below our webinar and our listings there, and you'll see a section here that says learn what your property is worth in today's market. Put in your address, a few details, your name, and again, send that to me, and we'll contact you, arrange time to look at your property to tell you its current value in the present marketplace. So it's real easy. It's all there on the website. Finally, I just want to remind you that every single month we update our webinar entitled Park City Market Talk. This is a webinar that we do where we give an overview of the marketplace, in essence, similar to what we did before we zeroed in on the Jeremy Ranch area. We also address a couple topics that are typically on everybody's mind. And so it's a way to be kept apprised of the real estate market. You can do it anytime you want. Those webinars are there saved on the website. So with that in mind, thank you for taking the time to join us for this presentation. Enjoy the summer in Park City. It is indeed a wonderful one. Thank you.